Hit that shit.
You're about to listen to the String Ninjas Podcast, String Ninjas Podcast, String Ninjas Podcast, String Ninjas Podcast, String Ninjas Podcast. Music. Soft porn stuff. 5, 4, 3, 2, String Ninjas Podcast, String Ninjas Podcast, String Ninjas Podcast, String Ninjas.
That's fucking good.
Mate.
Oh,
Swear to God, mate.
I just bit my lip.
Can I bite it too?
Oh, this is you know what they say about tiramisu? It is the dessert of lovers
Oh,
who are like junkies.
go away.
We've reached the wall. We've reached the wall.
Mate, it's so much better being a fat man, really. Who wants to
Oh
live
fuck
longer?
that, Mom.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
ASMR right there.
Oh yeah. What's crack? Oh shit! It's all down my chin.
What about the terms?
Oh good lord. So yeah, so that's that. That's a good way to start this. I think we'll keep that in.
Mate, we sugar rush there before we...
Fuck aye. Buzzing, mate. I'm gonna be fucking sitting here jittering. So yeah,
On your booster seat.
I'm almost seeing it. I had to put a cushion under me. It's the fucking fisheye camera lens, right? I'm actually right
Aye.
next to you, but it makes me look like I'm tiny and down here.
I know. I mean, it make the camera... I know they say the camera adds 10 pounds. It adds about 10 inches, at least on me. I'm not in the right place.
Check out Mix Pornhub. He's got a ultra wide HD camera involved. Fucking right. So anyway, formal introductions. Hello, everybody.
We just recorded a video for NSPCC as well. How appropriate this?
That wasn't it. That wasn't it. So yeah. So welcome to the String Ninjas podcast. This is number 8, is it?
Number 8, masturbate.
Masturbate 8.
Yeah.
Octocock.
Octocock, yeah.
Yeah. So welcome, one and all. Yeah. So it's been a fucking
week, mate.
tremendous
Here,
week.
I get the housekeeping out of the way, and then
Do your housekeeping, clean your rug.
Pick up them knickers, will you? Housekeeping. Yeah. So 5-star reviews on iTunes really helps climb the charts because Joe Rogan is getting too big for his boots. Shout out to our sponsor, Beardy Beard Co. Ninja 20 gets you 20% off, and they ship worldwide. And as soon as we have listeners in Singapore and Estonia, I'm talking to you, ladies. That's just for you. And yeah,
Special someone a little beard balm or
I
something.
know. And if you want to hear this podcast 3 days earlier than everybody else, get us on Patreon.
Patreon.com.
I've actually set up a couple of new tiers there. If you don't want to hear our podcast or you don't want to hear our music, but you do want to support us, you can fire us a quid and it makes sure I can get coffee filters.
There you are.
There you go. And R.I.P. Freddie Mercury, 29 years gone yesterday.
Serious? Fuck.
Yeah.
A bottle opener Mercury.
Oh, mate. Anyway.
Can't speak ill of him, you'll punch me.
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm going to hand over to Gavin to discuss
Yeah.
his newfound fame
It's weird, isn't it?
and the toxic nature of Facebook
If you
comments.
want, I will send out signed, worn or clean underpants. Perfect update. They might not be mine. I'll have to go down and find them as somebody's washing line. But I will sign them and send them to you. So yeah, it's been a fucked up week.
Yeah, it has
It
been.
has been fucking hilarious.
It was just after we recorded last week as well. It was that night.
Thursday it was.
Was it not- was it
Thursday night.
Wednesday?
So basically, if anybody is not aware, so a funny chain of events
Excuse
happened
me, just while I... He's all
involving this coffee cream dessert here. This cream pie of a dessert that makes about the hoof down him. Oh, look at that! Looks good, doesn't it? So yeah, Thursday night I went to Lidl, brand quality, cheaper, and yeah, it was like fucking 10 to 8. I didn't even realize the time when I went in. So I went, did my shopping and threw a tiramisu into the trolley. Just thought nothing of it.
Before you go further, give yourself your proper title.
What's that?
Belfast Dad.
Belfast Dad. That's it. I am the
Humanise
dad.
yourself.
I am the dad of Belfast at the minute. So yeah, so went to pay the till for everything. Fucking, it was like 3 minutes past 8, and the woman on the till goes, "Ha, you'll not believe, fucking, can't sell you this. The tills won't recognise it because it has drink in it. Blah blah blah." I said, fuck, that's hilarious. That's so stupid. Blah. Yeah, all the usual. Like, I'm not going to fucking go nuts over a fucking bit of tiramisu. No matter how good it is.
Mate, it's damn good.
It is tasty. So yeah, I thought nothing of it and went home and did a wee post on the old Facebook among friends. Haha, got knocked back for a tiramisu at Lidl.
Yeah.
And, you know, fucking hell. Because you always hear people these days, like, my thinking was, people these days are all like, you know, oh, got knocked back for booze in Sainsbury's, you know, oh, they asked me for my ID, you know, I've still got it, sort of thing.
Aye.
And here's me getting knocked back for a fucking dessert. So I thought it was hilarious. So yeah, and then Mick decided to run with that. So
Yeah.
he did.
I saw a marketing opportunity.
That's it. It worked. It fucking worked. So he you tagged me.
Well, I tweeted Belfast Live and you and Arlene Foster and Michelle O'Neill.
I didn't even see them.
Yeah, I tweeted them. I was like, it's bad enough we've lost our livelihoods. Now Gavin can't take the small pleasures in life and get a fucking tiramisu
Oh,
from Lidl.
That's right. So there you go. So any of the fucking haters out there, fucking wab monsters, I did not reach out to Belfast Live.
You got so much hate on Facebook
It
about
was,
that.
you know, fucking just some people are fucking too
I
serious.
swear to God, there's less toxicity at Springfield Nuclear Plant than there is in the Belfast Live Facebook comments.
No, they're fucking
oh my
hilarious.
Jesus
I
Christ!
actually, I must swap my phone out there and
Yeah.
because I screenshotted some of my favourites, but we'll get to that in a bit. So Belfast Live then fucking pick up on Mick's tweet, and they messaged me and they were like, "Oh, can we ring you and do an interview?" And my first thought was, how do I reply to this fucking thing? Well, because there's no matter what I say, it sounds like I made the whole thing up.
Yeah.
So so I messaged her mom back and I just basically went, "Are you serious?" And she said aye, and I went, "Fuck it, aye, sure, why not? Let's have a giggle." So she phoned me up and interviewed me. Well, I say interviewed. The thing is, the weird thing about the interview thing was it wasn't an interview. It just seemed like a friendly chat. You know, she didn't go, "And what were your fucking things?" And, you know, no, like stuff you go, right, this is the question, and now I'm going to give the answer, and that's what they'll use. It was just like me talking, and they pulled all that out, and we're like, "Oh, he said this and said that," and all that. It's like, I said it to fucking you. That's not the stuff I wanted out in Belfast Live. Although it didn't really matter. It was still fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So fucking so I thought nothing of it. She says to me, "Oh, I work for Belfast Live and the Daily Mirror." And I thought, no, I was like, aye, whatever. So I said it to her and all.
Do you know Piers Morgan? Do you?
Well,
Tell him I said he's a cunt.
he got in touch with me because he had that whole sausage roll debacle with Greg. So he got in touch and he was like, "We should team up." And I was like, "I don't want to put my creamy dessert in your corner, like." So so then about fucking 4 days had passed and I didn't even know. And then your mate Declan messaged me and he's like, he's saying all this shit, and I was like, he's reading this from somewhere. It was like, "Do you have a hankering for one?" and all that. I was like, the fuck's he? And then I went, was that what they've written? And he's like, "How the fuck do you not know?" He's like, "The woman didn't even tell me she did anything with it."
Yeah.
So then that's when I found it, is the Belfast Live. And fuck me, I have never laughed so much. But the funny thing was, the whole way through the interview, every second thing I said was String Ninjas and podcast and fucking so that's all. And I was like, and if you want to phone back and do a follow up on how, you know, Belfast musicians are adapting to the change and all this sort of shit, they're like really laying it on thick with her. So it was like she knew she had to say something about the fucking String Ninjas. So that was that. So then that was the weekend at Belfast Live. I felt bad for Big Jim McDonald out of fucking Coronation Street.
Oh, he had you to compete with?
Because literally his article about, well, not his article, like it wasn't like an editorial piece on his part, but his fucking...
so it is.
So it is. Then I started doing drugs, so it is. Putting heroin up my hole, so it did. So yeah, he. By the way, just to clarify for anybody that's not from Belfast,
Jim McDonald doesn't put heroin up his hole.
well, I know he definitely does. He definitely does, but that's not what I'm clarifying. He also Belfast Live is like an entertainment news outlet, so it covers like loose politics and all the big stories, but it also covers like bullshit.
And that's the hard questions nobody else has the balls to do.
Nobody else thought of at the time. But yeah, so they
have you ever bought a mattress from a charity shop?
What 10 ways to get rid of those gravy stains on it. Okay, so Yeah, so that's what Belfast Live. They're like just like an interest fucking thing, but you know, everybody slabbers about them, and every single story they put up, they always get shit for it.
Yeah.
But everybody like it's the most views out of fucking anything. But
Yeah.
the funny thing is, Jim McDonald, who was the guy from Northern Ireland, Coronation Street. Anybody who anybody might know him that way. His story was below mine on thing. And the last I checked, like my one had like 700 and whatever likes and reactions, and like 100, nearly 200 shares, and then underneath his one had like 30 and like 2 shares. And I was like, oh, get back in the cupboard, Jim. Nobody gives a fuck. This is just literally a kid in my head. A kid popped in, but yeah. But then the highlight of it all was me lying in bed on Friday night. I was sitting in bed watching the film with Fanula. And I noticed this comment on the fucking thing, all caps. All caps. Fucking.
That's take notice.
No thing is, I'm going to read it out.
Do you know what was the funniest thing about it? It was Belfast Live, and it wasn't even sectarian.
No, it divided people in a way that they didn't know they could be divided. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, I don't know how to feel about this dessert fucking debacle. So let me see if I can find this, because I screenshotted all my fucking all my favorite parts. So I'm just looking for the one I have with all the fucking caps locks in it. So yeah, basically, so some lady took it really thick.
Lady?
Well, you know, I don't know the lady. So I got loads of screenshots.
But she was pretty nasty. I think you could be nasty too.
Oh, I freaky naughty. Where the fuck is this thing?
I don't know. While you're looking, I'm gonna eat some pie.
Eat some pie. Eat Gabby Ball's cream pie. Right, so here it is.
I'd
Right,
eat
yeah.
your cream pie.
So all caps, right? So. No, he did not take this to Belfast Live, which is a statement that is exactly true. I did not. They came to me. They knew something good when they saw it, and they went in there. He couldn't buy a cake after 8. Monkey emoji covering eyes. He must be a fat mess to get on like this over cake. 3 laughy smiley faces. Someone need to have a word with him here. There are people out THERE. There are people out there dying and lost their jobs, don't know how they're going to feed their kids. By the way, using their completely wrong in every fucking aspect. Then you get this fatty crying he can't buy cake and took his story to Belfast Live. Then you have Belfast Live making a story about it. Don't know who is worst here. She got 4 laugh reactions for that, and one of them was from me, and the other one was from Fanula. So the funny thing was, so like I don't take these things like it's funny. The whole thing's fucking ridiculous. Like so I says so me and Fanula started.
By the way, Belfast Live, if you're watching this, you want to sponsor the podcast.
That's it. Oh fuck, we'll take it. We'll push.
You
all
deserve
your
a Pulitzer.
You know, that's who's from here. You know, Jimmy Dornan loves carrots. We'll push that story for you.
Jimmy Dornan loves the ninjas too.
Does he?
Aye.
There you go.
He asked me for an autograph once.
Yeah, in that wedding with it,
Oh,
where
that's right.
he walked past you. He acted like he didn't know you because he was
right.
fangirling.
That's right.
So,
That's exactly what happened.
So yeah, so to deal with the lady here, so we yeah, so she said this all caps, and I thought it was fucking hilarious that anybody could react over this, because I think the majority of people saw the fucking funny side of it. They were like going, Jesus, you know.
Also,
I wonder how many lives this has saved.
Can I just say, she seems like the type of person that, do you know when your phone, if you want to type in caps, you double hit the shift button and then you just type.
Yeah.
She seems like the type of person who would have hit shift capital shift.
Must applaud her for
Just
her
that
efforts
inbred,
there.
you know what I mean?
So so me and Fanula decided to have a wee bit of a laugh with her, because to see if she twigged on that, you know, because if she really read the article and seen the picture and was that into it, then she would know that the guy who's replying to her is the guy in the fucking article, aka me. So I basically replied to that. I said, "Och, what's life without whimsy?" And she went off on once more. So then I started really getting involved and like basically making fun of myself with her. So I wrote and then Fanula, my partner, she was getting involved and all. So she replied to I wrote, she said, after I said about the what's life without whimsy, she said, for him a lot, I fear for the staff who let him loose without cake. So I wrote, and I thought this was a genuinely good observation on my part, because if you've ever been little, you know this is true. I said, I heard he spat all over the warm bottles of Coke they keep at the tills. Because they do. Next to those little sweets that nobody knows what the fuck they are, like coconut and guava balls. It's like, what the fuck? So yeah. So then she replied to Fanula, my partner, because she said something stupid. They're like, well, like fuck, you know, what's your problem, but like something funny that way. And she said, "Swear, I can't believe people are behaving like this for a bit of cake. Like his family let him go to Belfast Live." If that was my dad, I would say caps lock activated. Yo, you fat boy, you're not going anywhere with your cake story. Have ice cream instead till morning. We get you cake, fatty. What is wrong with people? So I thought this was so funny. Like, so I said, I totally agree. Some people just don't get out much. The guy was just obviously trying to plug his band or something. I recognise the name through some friends in work who think they are good, but I wouldn't know. You would think he could have just grabbed an oil pot of profiteroles the time over till the morning. Probably has chocolate milk in his cornflakes too. So this went on, and I don't think it cottoned on. So like the day passed and she wasn't replying, so I tagged her again and said, because this went on, and she just basically said, you know, Fanua was like, oh, if he has anything to do with my kids, I'd be so ashamed and all this. Yeah. So I messaged her the next day, like not privately, I just tagged her to see if she'd respond, and I said, talking to a fella in work who knows the lad that was telling me how this whole thing started. Apparently his dad got severe diabetes 5 or 6 years ago and is only allowed 1 bit of sugar every week. So it turns out they have been getting a family-sized tiramisu every week and sharing it as some sort of tradition. But due to COVID, they have all had to buy single pots and eat them all over Zoom. You couldn't make it up. So yeah, so that was about the height of it. There were some great comments. Like there was somebody who just wrote like, at no point did this happen, and I was like,
yeah,
I wish.
It was really funny reading down all the comments because there was a load of people like giving shit to well, not the youth, but the Belfast dad. And they were like, oh my, it's such a non-story. Always just plugging his band, and they were getting all this shit, and I'm like, it was me that did it.
I know it was you.
I started this whole thing, but then what I thought,
I just lived it.
But the thing is, like, I never want to miss a marketing opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, is for anybody who has a business page on Facebook will know this, is you can interact with people on Facebook as your business page. So I changed my setting to be the String Ninjas, and all I did was I went down every comment on Belfast Live and went like, and do you know how many new followers we got? About another 70 followers. I was like, all the people slagging us are now joining us. So thank you very much for being so fickle. Because that's the way Facebook works. Oh my god, they like my posts, I must like them back. You know what I mean? But it was
fucking
putrid,
idiots.
so putrid. Like, but it was I was just in and then the thing is, there was people getting tagged, going, "Here, Davey, is this your dad?" Because it was like there were so many people in West Belfast this could have happened.
The thing is, I didn't realize there were so many tiramisu lovers out there because loads of them were like, "I'd be fucking raging if that was me." So trying to see if there's any good fucking comments here. So in order to tell us this sad story, Belfast Live had to provide a picture of him playing his guitar while plugging who he plays with. And I replied with your man emoji, your man fucking thing. Wow, there was just some great ones. I'm trying to find.
The thing is, people think it stopped there. It didn't stop there.
No, it went to
paper press.
Paper press, man. I know what the thing is. I kind of
your story's going to be wrapping a fish and chip this week. Somebody's going to buy a fish supper and open it up, and there's your mug going, I couldn't buy tiramisu.
They'll probably be going, here, fucking tiramisu would be nice after this fish and chips. But here, onto the main, actually, a couple of points. One of the funniest things I was like, well, fuck, if people are like this on Facebook, what the fuck's Twitter gonna be like? So I went on Twitter expecting people just to be calling me all the names, and there was fucking nothing.
Yeah, there was. I checked the comments, and there was just more outrage. I can't believe this is just mental. There was 1 or 2 people, but I was like, I looked at them and they had like 4 followers. I am not even engaging with you. It's pointless. But the U105 debacle.
Oh Jesus
Christ!
So if there's one thing that's sadder than being me is pretending to be me. And apparently that is what happened on the Johnny fucking what's his name?
Johnny Hero
show. So some guy was in fucking phoning in and being like, I was him.
They didn't phone up and say I'm Gavin Ferris. To be fair, there was no identity fraud. Fraud.
Thought, that's what you tried to do. Theft and fraud at the same time. He's done for thought. What the fuck?
Oh, I can't cope.
So yeah, if you are that guy and you ever hear this, get a fucking life.
Oh, you sad bastard. I mean, whenever the story came out, I sent it to every comedian I know. And there was
talks about Paddy Raft doing a sketch on me.
No, it won't be like Paddy Raft to steal an idea with it. Jesus Christ.
Fuck's sake.
Here, he stole Shane Todd's character. Did. There you
assassinated it. But aye, so yeah, that's been the week. Yeah, that's been the thing so far. What's happening here?
It was only a matter of time.
Aye, so
The feds have got
they
me.
caught you. Aye, making his illegal software downloads.
Not my fault.
Yeah, so fucking. Yeah, so that's been the week so far, and it's been fucking hilarious. I have to say, like, I mean, I on Friday night I was just lying in bed with Fiona, and we were in fucking wrinkles, just laughing at all the stupid shit people were saying. Like, actually, no, days I should go and check on the Facebook page for it now to see what exactly is there. You're enjoying the fuck out of that, aren't you?
Well, I'm telling you.
If we because they've both been in our mouths, those spoons. If we touch spoons, it's kind of like we've rubbed our dicks together a wee bit.
We've done that anyway.
Aye, well, you know, but
Do you not remember Salford?
I try not to.
Do you remember that toilet?
It
It was the most awkward. See, to try and take, even just to do anything, but to take a shit in that toilet, you had to do like a yoga pose to get
I
in.
know,
It was mental.
So for clarification, we went on a bit of a tour about 2 years ago. And just a wee impromptu, nothing major. It wasn't like we were playing fucking Wembley, but we were in Salford and we were just going around all the open mics just to meet people and talk and all that sort of shit. Yeah. And
Someone tried to recruit us for the English Defence League.
oh, that's right,
Do we
aye,
look the
fuck
sort?
me, aye. We need to stick together. It's like, yeah, mate, fucking, you need to stick your head into a fucking a railroad track. You know, you fucking but yeah, so and we went there. It's like the bog. It was like, because we were like traveling about. We're like, oh, a shower, a bog, private shower, private bog. And we went in, and like the fucking bog was like, it was like shouting through the eye of a needle. Like, it was, you were just like out there. It was probably easier just taking a shit in the shower and just mushing it down.
It would have been easier to take a shit through the eye, literally holding it. But there you go. Yeah. Where were we? Oh, U105 and all that. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, tiramisu.
So we actually, on that note, we actually visited Lidl this morning because I had some shopping to do.
Hence why there's a tiramisu.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. A boy named Tiramisu. So Mick came up with the name of the podcast. Too little, too late.
Oh, mate, tell
It
you.
was brilliant.
And our mate Alan McGreevy from New Pagans, go check them out, has dubbed us the Tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Yeah.
What was it? It takes tiramisu to tango. Is my one. Let's see. Let's see what the crack is with Belfast Live now.
Are you checking the updates?
I want to see. Just to see for the laugh. Like.
Actually, I'll check Twitter when I'm here. Because, oh my goodness. It was just a wonderful...
And we'll see how...
It was a wonderful social experiment. It really was.
It was funny, like, I'd say, and I kept pushing the whole, I was like, because I had that diabetes story, I was going to try and, because, like, just to be clear, it did actually happen. It wasn't that big of a deal, and Mick blew it up.
Like I say, marketing opportunity. It's
like,
just,
they ran in the 70s, Mick blew it up.
I was not there.
I wasn't in there.
That definitely wasn't.
So yeah, so
Never mind what my name is like.
but the story of me and the dad having the diabetes, I was going to try and
He
work.
does have diabetes, though,
I
probably.
fucking don't know. He probably does. Probably has loads of things. It's the best one. Your ma shares missing dog posts from other countries. I fucking thought that was hilarious. Let's see, where the fuck is this thing? Jesus, Belfast Live fucking throw.
Oh, mate,
some
there's so
amount
much
of stuff.
content, like. Let's see, Daily Mirror. Nope.
One of the funniest comments I seen was somebody had done a picture of King Jong Il, but it was your man Robin Swan's face on it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Jesus.
Mate, he needs a stiff one up him. He really does. Like,
Stiff one. Who King Jong Il? I agree.
Jesus, no.
He's a wee buck. A wee buck isn't going.
Armchair expert Robin Swan.
Oh, I'll tell you what, see my back. It's
God,
fucking
shit.
killing me. Carrying around this fat pussy all day.
Now you know how I feel when we used to work. Back broke, carry around all his talent, bro.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's why we had that cart. Just to carry all the talent on.
Where were we?
Checking out
Swear to God, do you remember ages ago we were
there's
like,
been like a million stories since this one was been up.
remember like a couple of months ago we were like, Mick, no, what we should do? We should start a music podcast because nobody talks about music.
And then
I was
we
like,
realised-
yeah, we should do. We never, apart from the intro to the bloody podcast, we don't talk about it.
There it is there, mate. So 904 reactions, 337 comments, and 156 shares as well got. What's our Jim got? 39, and a load of them are sad faces. And 5 shares. Oh, Jim. He looks like everybody's granda, doesn't he? Like?
Think so?
Aye, so let's have a wee look. Aye, so fucking a couple of my friends were taking it a bit thick that I was getting abuse. I was like, fuck me, it's hilarious. The whole fucking thing is insane. But the fact that somebody would roll with that.
Yes.
Well,
Your woman, your woman Sarah, who actually done the story, she shared it on her own Twitter. Just with obviously the headline: Belfast dad told he can't buy tiramisu after 8 p.m. as it contains alcohol, and NI Foodie came back with the new White Lightning. Yes, it is.
That's ace. It's like,
Absolutely.
How many times have you ever went down Castle Street and you see them all there with a load of spoons, just gorging on fucking tiramisu? But yeah, we went down to Lidl here before we did the podcast. So we put together. I'm gonna be putting together hopefully a wee funny video of our time down there, of our vindication.
Well, it's yours more than
yeah, I got lots of tiramisu. Here now I just realised. Yes, there's a couple of other things I need to bring up as well. The 9th of December. Please keep it free. Please tune into our Facebook. We're going to be doing a Facebook Live from the John Hewitt, which is our home away from home. It's one of the first places we got a regular gig at, and probably the place that we've missed playing at the most. So because due to the restrictions that are coming in, they'll be closed up until the 11th or the 15th.
Coming in? They never left? I don't know.
I know, I have no fucking idea anymore.
Do you ever remember at school when you used to do the thing when you were like 5?
That's rolling joints, mate. I do.
No. That was when you were 6.
That was when you were 6.
Don't you know, I think it was like you used to write numbers and letters and things like that there, and words and colours and say.
That's generally what you do at school.
And you do that. No.
Oh, right.
For our people who are listening, I can't really describe it.
It's the wee hexagon thing. The wee fucking thing you made out of paper, and it was like, you're da da da. Oh, you like your dad's dick.
Yeah, that's what their meetings must be like. And literally go, pick a number. Right, bars are closed. Pick a number. Open her message for a week. And it's like, okay. Do us a favour, stick your head in an oven.
That's like, the thing is like, at what point, like, imagine discussing sex. You know, because there was those couple of things that came out, like, do doggy style, pretty much is what it said. You know, like, don't breathe in each other's mouths when you're kissing and all that sort of bollocks. Like, I was like, how the fuck do you have that conversation with the DUP?
Yeah, that's like,
you know what I mean? Here, DUP, what's your thing for sex? And they're like, the best way to not get coronavirus while having sex is to leave it until you're married, and then don't have it then either.
That's like the priest at school who gave us sex education and was telling us about, it's like, if you have any wet dreams, my door's always open.
Oh, fuck.
What?
You walk in,
a 12-year-old?
You walk in and he's just lying there with his cheeks pulled apart. Hello there, Mick. What have you got for me today, son? Bless me, my child. You go in and he's doing he's doing the holy water, with the mass, and you're like, fuck, this is sticky. This shit won't come off me. Oh, fuck, yeah. He's fucking incense. No, that they're incense burner. It's just date rib. Everybody's falling asleep around. Fucking priests.
Oh,
who'd have them?
I don't know.
God love those pesky priests. Aye.
Oh, Christ.
So that's been pretty much the highlight of the week. So it has been that load of bollocks.
Has anything else? No, nothing else has happened.
Nothing really has happened at all. We should talk about something else now. No, I'll go back to what I was talking about, right? So we're doing a fucking live stream on the 9th of December.
That's right.
8:30, we're going to start kicking off from the John Hewitt. It's basically going to be, it's the 10th episode of the podcast. So we're going to be doing, we're going to try and write some music on the day. I'm going to bring the instruments down and try and do some writing and stuff and all, and just give you a bit of insight into our minds. You can also, because it'll be live on Facebook, and we're going to try it on YouTube as well, you can give us abuse in real time, which is, it's always nicer to see your abuse as it happens, rather than, it's like when you get when you're playing Xbox Live and like you find that voice clip from that 12-year-old that sent it like 3 months prior calling you a fucking fanny and a wanker, and the one I always get is learn how to drive, because we're playing in tanks and cars, and I really want to reply to them and go, here, where do you get these driving lessons for fucking games? You know what I mean? Like just some fucking, Excel fucking driving school is now doing a virtual fucking tank driving course. So yeah, so
tune in.
I
might drink that night.
Okay, why not?
Just for a laugh.
I might have
bring a bag of cans,
tiramisu or two.
Tiramisu. We should do that. Have a wee beverage.
I suppose I talk so much.
I got a wee cheese board. I'll get a wee cheese board, get some wine.
It's only going to be there for an hour, like.
Sorry.
We should do that. We used to like that episode of Only Sunlight in Philadelphia. Would have to drink the fucking like 82 beers or something on the plane. It'll be you. You'd just be at the end of it going, "What do now?" It's like I'm packing up, Mick. You just lie there in your own piss and vomit.
Aye, Davey, come and kick me whenever you open on Friday.
That's it. Get the fuck up.
Oh, I can't wait. It'd be nice to sit in here again on that stage where our plaque
and
should
actually
be.
play. So yeah, I was looking into trying to get like streaming software. I have downloaded it, but it's just I'm not technically savvy that way. Do you know what I mean? It's like if there's recording software there, you know, I can find my way about it. If it's video editing software, but trying to link other things together is a fucking pain in the dick because I have all these terms that I've never heard of before. You know, like open. The fuck's that supposed to mean? So I don't know. So, but I was going to try and get that ready for that, but it's definitely something I'll be looking into in the future.
Aye.
So, but I was thinking as well, we should definitely from episode 11 onwards get some guests in.
Because people are probably sick of listening to us.
We get some guests in.
I'm sick of listening to us.
We'll try and book them in advance and then fucking put up like a notice of like, oh, here's who's doing what on what week, and you just can tune in.
Start off with the chief medical officer of Lidl.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh.
Jeff the science bitch.
Like the chief. Who do we got? Chief executive. That's a chief medical officer. What is up with me today?
Robin Swan.
Tiramisu before we started. I just got Robert Swan.
See, I spiked it with MSG,
Oh,
even though it doesn't do anything. It just makes you eat more of it. So I was thinking, there's a couple of people I do want to get involved and have a bit of crack with. Van Morrison says he'll do it if we give him rich tea and a fresh pair of trunks.
I'm not coming.
You're not gonna, that's right. Me and Van the Man will have a talk. He owes me a tenner anyway, so it'll be good to see him.
Aye,
I was going to pay him $7.50, so he can give me $2.50 for it. Like so. There's a couple of people, so we'll get that planned out as well. Also, I want to try. We'll have to incorporate music into this in some fucking way
Today or
So-
just
no, just in general. So I was thinking what we could do is I put out the feelers a couple of weeks ago about playing people's music, and me and you listen to it and react to it and stuff now. So obviously, if it's a fucking 5-minute track, can't play the whole thing and just sit there in silence listening to the thing.
No.
So we'll play like a section of it and fucking how we feel about it, or verse, chorus, or something.
Aye.
So we'll try and do that as well. All those different parts. So it's just to spice things up a bit. A wee touch, like. But what time was it anyway? What are we on here in terms of time?
half an hour we've done.
Is that all?
Aye.
Fucking, it seems like longer, doesn't it?
It's amazing when you actually have something to talk about. You do get through it quickly.
Let's see.
Instead of waffling the usual guff that comes out of our mouths.
Our usual guff anyway. New videos dropping as well on the YouTube and Facebooks.
In 4 minutes.
4 minutes, you say? No.
But by the time you're hearing this, it'll have been days
No, it's
since.
15 minutes. I did it for 12:30.
Oh, I can't count. I swear to God. I mean, I'm not ready.
You're blocked. You can't try.
What the hell's that?
Here, that's actually one of the funny things. So your woman, whenever I was talking to her, she kept messaging me, just to double check things with me, I was like, right there on, and she messaged me and said, "Oh, I looked into this, and apparently you have to eat 2 of those tiramisus before you're not allowed to drive." That's apparently some fucking car manufacturer did a study.
Well, I've had a half of one. So.
Half of one. That's. Oh, mate, you're gonna be in the next DOE ad. Shall I tell you about my life? You're gonna be running over kids in a park. Why are we laughing?
I don't know.
It's me. So
Oh.
Mick's gonna be. You can say, "Stop! Don't eat tiramisu and drive. Don't dessert and drive." Folks, that's gonna be you.
Oh,
You're gonna be fucking mangled here in a minute. You're gonna be halfway up a Black Mountain, pulling donuts.
Oh man, here's a new donut place opening as my road, Black Box,
You should do that one.
and they're from Newcastle.
Okay.
And I have it on good authority from our friends at Pizza Works that they are outstanding and will be the best donuts in Belfast.
I'm just thinking
You
about
have to try.
loads of people trying to book a gig there because they're the black boxes in the cathedral quarter. Phone them up. Can I book a gig? I want salted caramel with that or what? Or vice versa.
They do a Caramac one, which I'm very excited.
Caramac's so weird. I like Caramac, but it doesn't really taste the.
There's a
anything.
generation. There's a generation of people who like Caramac. I think it's my generation.
There's the same generation that likes Bounties, and Yorkies, and here's a real, and I think about this. At what stage did a drifter become a chocolate bar into a biscuit or Time Out? Remember Time Outs? Used to buy a big Time Out. It was like a chocolate bar, like a Twirl or a Twix or something, and now it's a small biscuit. You only get small Time Out biscuits. When did that?
I think around about the same time Sweet Chili was invented. Sweet Chili did not exist when I was a kid.
No, no. Pulled
It's
pork.
something the guys Listerine came out with it. You know, like mouthwash that didn't exist for years.
And then it just suddenly appeared,
It suddenly
on the
appeared in the
scene, and
market.
everybody's
Sweet,
fucking,
sweet chili sauce.
This is a flavour. This is a fucking flavour.
Well, sweet chili's also found to stop
like-
COVID.
Because you're fucking filling your mouth with it so much, nothing else can get in. You know what I always thought, when I worked in the restaurant, do you remember when aioli took over? Do you remember when aioli came in and everything... It's garlic mayonnaise with a bit of fucking lemon in it, really, do you know what I mean?
Saffron.
Saffron, is it? That's sort of like lemon. Comes from the same tea bag, so it does.
Speaking of tea bag, where's my balls?
There's your balls. They're hanging out there, hanging out the back of your curtains. Let's get them out.
There we go.
Oh,
And that's not even a soundboard.
turn your head and cough there, mate, would you? Oh, Jesus, hernia. Turn your head the other way, don't cough all over my fucking hand.
Sorry. It's been months since I've coughed on anybody, mate. I forgot myself.
Oh, I can't wait to cough in the back of your head. Do you remember do you remember Balls of Steel?
Yeah.
Do you remember the annoying devil? Where he went like around France and like stood behind people, like spread them with a water bottle of Steel. Fuck me, brilliant. That was a great show. That was a really fucking great show.
Like, guff, we're talking. But I don't know what's up with us today.
Let's go and check on this, see what's happening here on lines and whatnot.
See the football last night?
I fucking didn't.
Sorry.
I haven't even seen a football in fucking years. Like,
Like a passing conversation. Look at your head.
it's, no, it's more. I always think in my head more like the trophy for the fucking, for the like the Super Bowl. You know that.
Oh, yeah,
The fucking football. That's my head, or the FA Cup for the years. You know? I'm afraid of strong wins. Fuck's sake. Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
So nothing's happening. There's nothing funny on the old Facebooks and whatnot.
No, let's talk about serious stuff then.
What serious stuff was supposed
Grant's
to
coming out soon. You.
Grant?
Self-employed Grant.
Oh fuck! I thought you meant your man from EastEnders.
Coming out. I thought Ross Camp was gay.
Ross Camp.
No, I genuinely thought he was.
Super Army soldiers.
What is up with you today?
Oh fuck a bit. That's the first drink I've had in ages. Fuck's sake.
No, no, the.
What the fuck? Oh Jesus Christ.
No, the self-employment grant comes out on Monday.
Sweet.
Well, the applications.
The application for
so, so I can finally give Jeff Bezos all my money.
it. That's your fucking problem. I'm keeping it all. Do you know one of the things I'm actually really see when we start back working properly? See because we were gigging so much. Like, it wasn't the money like I was saving and stuff and all, but you were like, oh sure, I'll buy a chippy or I'll buy, and we were just throwing tenors here, there, everywhere,
yeah.
and it all adds up. See, because I don't fucking go anywhere anymore, or buy anything, or fucking all that. It's like whenever we start working properly, I'm gonna be fucking hoarding like hell. Like I'm literally gonna buy a tiramisu a week to share with my fucking diabetic dad. and
Haven't seen him in years, but you're gonna go around with a
say, hello Danny, just stuff it in his fucking face. Hey Dad, you know what I went through for this?
Oh man, I tell you what, I must say the security in Lidl are lax because not one person came up to us and went, "Why are you filming? What the hell are you
Fuck
doing?"
you doing, you weird bastard. I wanted to, because the thing is, there was I lifted 2 tiramisus, like, one to eat now and one to eat after. We'll be back. You can't drive home after it. After you eat this
Uber.
So yeah, so I was waiting on the woman saying, "Oh fucking tiramisus, we've got nothing but inundated."
Do you know why it would have been funny if it, because I know how that worked, is whenever the barcode, it's like, do you remember at the start of lockdown when people were buying 74 packs of toilet roll? Whenever they started limiting it to 2 or 3 per customer, the till would recognise that barcode and go, "Oh, you've already got too many of them," and then it would flash it up and go, "You can't have it." Same with like Challenge
We're
25.
gonna be selling them in 6 packs now. 24 pack of tiramisu.
But no, but that's what happens on the till, and it's the same if alcohol gets put through. They get a thing to go, you must like, you have to check their ID or whatever, or you have to authorise that it gets scanned through. And I was waiting for tiramisu to be out because that would have been so funny if she'd gone, "Do you have any ID?" And you were like,
I would have pulled down my mask and went, "Do you know who the fuck I am?"
No, I remember Tommy Tiernan saying once he went to a bar in America, because we in the States are all weird. I always was convinced that the reason that they asked that you had to have ID everywhere you went was because they thought that was the only way they were going to catch Bin Laden. It's like some doorman would go, "Oh, it's your man, Kerry." But no, Tommy Tiernan went to a bar and he was in his 30s, and have you any identification? He went, "Yeah, my teeth." And they did not like it because Americans have no sense of humor. No, they do. Should they elected Trump?
I remember. No, it's when like when I was in New Zealand. There was this big doorman, and he was friends with the guy I was there with, my cousin and his sort of mates. And we used like if I went, "Fuck, you're a mad bastard." I'm not actually questioning your mental health. It's just like, you're fucking a bit, you're a bit fucking, you're a bit mad, fucking. And I went, "Jesus, you're a big cunt, aren't you?" But he took it as, "You're a big cunt." Oh yeah. And he was like 7 foot tall, just like a scare. And he went like, "What'd you say to me?" And I was like, "I think there is a bit of misinterpretation as to my intentions behind the sentence."
Yeah, sorry, Jonah Lomu. Don't spare me.
Fucking aye. So he was not happy with me. He still let me in, like, because he knew it was. And then he did the whole he did the one thing that everyone around the world knows to say as we were walking away after. He's like, "Here, you poke Mahone." Fucking near wanked his dick in the oblivion.
I thought you were gonna say he did poke Mahone and he started doing the hacker.
You got a fucking hackle.
Oh god.
But yeah, it was in New Zealand. So I was thinking, should we do my I don't want to be taking anything from Dan Gregory's thunder, because he's doing those nighttime story things now on. I think they're fucking hilarious.
Oh, they are.
Check them out if you want. Dan Gregory. What's it? Cooking for Bastards. CF4.
Cooking for Bastards. Go the fuck to sleep.
That's it. There you go. And he's been doing like little heartfelt stories into the camera type thing. But they're they're fucking hilarious. And yeah, I just burped there, and I just got a flashback that I was like in Starbucks or something. Coffee.
They don't serve coffee.
No, they serve brown grit.
Shite. Don't give Starbucks your money.
No, yeah, I don't get Costa coffee. I really
Costa's
don't
weird.
get it.
Nero's alright,
It's
but Costa's
but I heard he fiddles.
I think Costa spend more money. Now, see the Costa takeaway cups, they're class because you don't
The
need
big
to, you don't need
things.
to think because they're sort of really thick. I think that's where they really spend their money.
No, I can't abide anybody that when you go in and they're like, "Do you want milk? Do you?" It's like, that's my fucking decision. I make that decision. You don't fucking tell me. You don't put me on the spot. You give me my coffee and I go over and I get the milk and I fucking do it myself. Do you know what I mean? I see, but that's not even a pandemic thing. That's what they do all the time, and they're fucking stingy. I asked them, like, I says, "I'll have a regular coffee," and it was like fucking massive. It was like an umbrella full of coffee. So I was like, "Can I get 3 sugars, please?" And they were like, yeah. And they give us the sugar. So the packet was about that size, right? About that much of it was empty with just fucking air. And there was just this little fucking flake. It looked like you could have rolled it up in a bit of tissue and sold it to some fucking 14-year-old as ketamine. It was like this wee tiny fucking amount of granulated brown sugar. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, you'd have to put like 20 of them, and then you look like a tramp, essentially. So I just fucking can't abide. But their business plan's good because they basically just go in and they're like, "Oh, there's a space, get it before somebody else does." Do you know what I mean?
Tesco do that.
They're just like, "Oh, let's just take it," and then you've no choice. You're stuck. You're like fucking Shane Retail Park down in Boucher. You can't you get a coffee there, or the other coffee shop, the closest one to it is beside Marks and Spencer's, which is also a Costa fucking coffee shop. Yeah. So it's like you're fucking stuck. You know what I mean? That's like, ugh.
Do you remember the Globe bar on Bradbury Place?
Yes, I do.
Well, whenever NMSD closed down, Tesco bought it over.
That's right.
And it's now a Tesco Metro. But it wasn't a Tesco for like 6 or 7 years. They just what Tesco wanted, because there was an alcohol license assigned to that premises. Tesco were like, "Oh, we can open up a Metro here." So they couldn't open because the local like businesses in Sandy Road, because there's like a wine mark.
Yeah, so it's all competition.
They were like, no, we don't want you there. So eventually Tesco were like, "We don't give a shit. We'll just sit there." Like, the money that it costs us to hold this premises is minuscule in like the big ocean of Tesco money. And then eventually they got their planning permission, and now they're open and raking it in, because that's where all the students go, because it's obviously Tesco's going to be cheaper than a Waymark.
The missus, because she's into her accountancy and whatnot, she was saying to me about the way Tesco's like were shutting down left, right and centre. They were shutting down a lot of their Metro shops and stuff, and all their smaller ones, because basically they were a lot of people don't get this, is like not all, like just say, like for say Jeff Bezos is fucking worth whatever amount of money. He personally does not have that physical cash in his bank account. A lot of it is to do with his, money that he's expected through whatever. Like, so to say, right, oh, you've like 200 million paid on credit card, so you will get that money, as part of their financial statement. So basically, she could go into more detail than I could, but basically they were writing it up saying, oh, we're expecting this amount of money. And they weren't, do you know what I mean? But they could make it look like they were. So, but then when the shit hit the fan and everybody realised that they didn't, that's when they started fucking closing all their stuff. So that's why for years Tesco were building everywhere, because they were getting the capital behind to do that, because people were looking at their books and going, everything seems like it's, and then because Fanilla's mad into that, she fucking goes on all the accountancy forums and they have all the money gossip, and fucking.
It's almost like money doesn't exist.
No,
like
pretty much.
All this money the government's pulling out of their hole.
Well, that's it.
And you're like, oh, we're in the recession, and here's 16 billion for the army. What? Or is it 1.6?
They're going to go round and
matter.
shoot the fucking coronavirus out of your lungs.
I know, I was like, who's starting wars now?
Well, it's not funny that you haven't really heard any, but that's, again, you could go, well...
Still haven't won the war on bacteria, Gavin?
No, that's it, no. But no hand sanitizer's gonna... They're just going to have, like, this nuclear hand sanitizer where they just, like, fucking hose you down with it and send you on your way in the life.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as well, like, see, for me, like, I believe, like, the COVID sort of thing and all definitely has happened, and I don't think it was a fucking purposeful thing. I think everybody's been fucking that stupid about it, that's how it's gotten as bad as what it has. But
when we say people, we mean the people in charge.
The people in charge, but at the same time, they have went, fuck, something bad's happened. How can we use this to fucking do what we want to do? Like, they're definitely taking advantage of the situation. No, and then it's obviously fucking you and
Sorry, where's my tinfoil hat?
No, it's not a fucking conspiracy. It's fucking obvious.
Exactly. See, it's not a conspiracy if it's true.
That's it.
Don't belittle it by using that word.
But no, but I'd say, like, fucking coronavirus happened, and it did happen, and there's none doing. But people are definitely fucking using it to their advantage, and that's the difference.
See, the note I keep noticing, and it's something I noticed I noticed from the very start, is like, right, a coronavirus is COVID-19 is a strain of coronavirus. The common cold, the flu. There's loads of different strains. They keep using the word coronavirus to scare people. Call it what it is. It's COVID-19. It's COVID-19 is a strain of the virus, but they keep going.
It's COVID-19 because it was found in 2019.
Yeah, but it's
not
COVID.
Because
Yeah.
But it's 601 having us.
Yeah, but the terminology. It's like that the Great Reset and all that bullshit.
That's funny. Like,
I know.
The Great Reset used to be you blew into the cartridge and pressed the reset button.
Control Alt Delete, mate.
Control Alt Delete. That's it.
I don't actually know how to do that on this.
It's exactly the same buttons. They're just called different. So it's FN, Command, and Delete.
Yeah, but it's all a lot of shite. I mean, no, actually, sorry, it's not all a load of shit. It's actually happened. It's real.
It's about 75% shit.
It's just, I'm just like, because if they're pulling all this money out there, I'm like, because are we going to pay it back? No, of course. How? If the whole world had to pay all, also, who do they owe it to?
No,
like literally, did your man Elon Musk? Is it actually all his money, and he's actually pissed off the Mars, going, right, gives it all back next year? I need to put a new conservatory in. You know what I mean?
It's his. He should definitely bring out his own perfume line. I bet Elon's Musks.
No,
just sweaty ball sack scented, and all those things.
Blech.
Spacey metal. But no, it's fucking. This is the thing as well. And Federer said this to me like ages ago. She was like, the government's going to use you, like the self-employed people, as the scapegoat.
Yes.
For fucking, like, oh, they don't pay their taxes. You and I fucking pay our taxes.
Yeah.
Any fucking full-time self-employed person.
I know plenty who don't.
Yeah. But every full-time self-employed person pays their fucking taxes. Yeah. Like, I seen, it was like some girl was talking about their OnlyFans thing, and the guy was like, so how many fans do you have? And she's like, I prefer not to say. And everybody was going, oh, because she doesn't pay her taxes. It's like, you don't fucking understand how tax works. You can't just have loads of money in the bank, and the bank goes, well, sure, we're getting money. They go, where the fuck's all this money coming from? Then they alert the government. The government goes, here, where the fuck are you getting all this money from? Do you know, they can go into your bank account straight away. They don't have to fucking ask you or let you know. They can go in. So they fucking know straight away if you're dicking about, if you're diddling. So you have to fucking pay your tax on it. There's no way about it. So but she was like, they're going to use you guys as an excuse and a scapegoat, saying, you don't pay. These self-employed people don't pay their fucking taxes. And it's like, yeah, well, fucking do. You can't. Do you know what I mean? And another point is, we were in fucking PAYE jobs for all our working life.
Yeah.
So we've paid our national insurance and our tax
Aye.
all the fucking
Between
time.
the two of us, we've at least 30 years of paying.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, so why the fuck should I not get some of that back now? Do you know what I mean? It's fucking, and then I had a fucking taxi driver the other day saying to me, he was like, so how much did you get? And
your fucking business.
exactly, I was like, fuck, that's a bit much. And he was like, and I genuinely couldn't remember as well, but I did think the question was a bit garish. It wasn't I. And he was like, oh, I got $2,000. I was happy with that. I was like, oh, but mate, you've been pretty much working. You know what I mean? I have not got a fucking job anymore, and I can't, because working for me, doing what we did was beneficial to us as a family, because I could do the school run with the kids. I'm here when they get home. I do breakfast, lunch and dinners, wash and clean the house while Fiona goes and does her work. Do you know what I mean? So I can't get a job in fucking Tesco's. No. I can't do all these things. So it's like, fucking pull your fucking heads out of your holes. Stop being fucking judgmental bastards. Do you know what I mean? Why don't you? And I'd say, like, the guy, oh, I got $2,000. It's like, yeah, but mate, I have fucking mortgage to pay. I have 2 kids to look after. It's both with fucking like additional needs. It's like, shut the fuck up. You know, stop talking bollocks.
There's always a fucking story.
That's it. You know what I mean? I try not to. Like, the thing is, if you're a cunt, you're a cunt. But I always go, you're probably a cunt for a reason. You weren't born a cunt. You know what I mean? You're a cunt for
I know.
a reason.
I was see that new rule that came out about like for Christmas, like more than 2 households mixed and all that. And I'm like, and I was like, well, do you know what it is? They've done that because they know it's gonna happen, and like just let it happen. But I was waiting for the righteous gobshites on Facebook, because people on Facebook love to be righteous and go. Like touting on their neighbours, you know, for having maybe 7 or 8 people from 3 different households in a house. But I'm like,
but you don't know the story behind them either. They could all be sitting by themselves for weeks on end.
Yeah,
and then...
but people love to be righteous about anything in their life. But I'm like, you know, there's another side to that story. You don't know. Maybe that might be the last time that all those people will ever be together, and there's a fucking reason that they're all together. Like, but maybe they have there's something going on within their family that they haven't told you, but it's none of your business.
Exactly.
So you have no right to be righteous. But people just love to be, and that's like I only have Facebook because we have Facebook. If we didn't have a music page, I wouldn't be on the place. It is putrid, absolutely.
The thing is, I don't see it as much.
I mean,
because...
it's like I hold like the that Belfast Live comment section is just like a girl that we know. Unfortunately, due to circumstances with the housing executive and a faulty
shower blew up,
wrecked the
set her
house
on fire.
She's now homeless, and then some gobshite came on and was like, "Oh, I've got a tent to spare if you want it." And you're like, "But that's the type of," and that's what these people are like.
But that's what they say. The whole argument is that with the internet age, it's like if he had went up and said that to her face, well, he wouldn't have. Firstly. Because she would have fucking just decked him or something, you know what I mean, and or other people. But because you can just go boom, 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 you know, and fucking,
anonymity gives people big balls, doesn't it?
You know, that's it. You know what I mean?
Whereas I called out Paddy Raff. I don't give a shit. I'm only joking, Paddy. You're all right. What are you winding up?
Alienating our biggest fan.
Do you know he used to be one of the boys in Lad Flag? Remember that Facebook account years ago, Lad Flag? It was Loyalists Against Democracy. It was like a comedy kind of thing. He was one of the boys involved.
I heard what's his face? Call your man Jimmy Bryson. He was slobbering, going, "Oh, lads, you know, finally implode." Ha 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 ha! Last laugh. It's like, mate, he made fun of you for like years. You know what I mean? You don't win now. It's past that.
What was the story with him in the Sunflower? Did he used to drink?
No, Jimmy
Bryson.
No, he's never set foot in it. That's the whole thing. He has this like impression. He's like, well, he says, "Oh, you're all drinking all with your fucking rollies and your beards, drinking lattes in the Sunflower." It's like, I wish the fucking Sunflower had lattes in it. Yeah. Because, you know, that would be fucking sweet. But they don't. But it's like fucking, mate, go down and have fucking meet people, talk to people. Don't be sitting in your fucking bubble, wanking yourself off about how much you hate everybody. Nobody's like that anymore for the majority of people, you know what I mean? Oh, there is some hateful concept there, like.
Oh, aye. 100%.
It's a weird turn we went with that. We went super laughing.
Do you know what it is? The sugar's worn off from the time.
How they come down?
We're on the come down now.
Right, we need to get a wee.
I hate the world.
You get a wee bit of Vicks Vapo rub on this.
Here, if you got a toilet seat handy, I need to snort something.
You don't do it off a toilet seat. Fuck me, how naive are you? You do it off your bird's fucking arsehole.
But I've quite a good gust in my nose, so I wouldn't want to
suck her inside out. What was that? What happened?
Coke with a side of sphincter.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I know people who have put the old cocaines on their bits when they've had sex,
Yeah.
and it was a bad idea. I've heard. I mean, the worst I've ever tried was that tea tree fucking shower gel, and burnt the inside of me like. But yeah, apparently you put the old cocaine on your bits, and
Lovely.
it doesn't numb you. It does the opposite of numbing.
I don't know if I should tell this story. Should I?
I don't know what the story is. wait there. How long is the story?
Let's just take a minute or two. We're nearly 55 minutes we've done here. So.
There you go. Fuck me. You're all on this. Right. Let's set the scene. Where's my guitar? Will I get my guitar and do a wee
No. No, I had a really spiteful girlfriend years ago. She was horrible, and she used to like go up to girls who I knew and like threaten them for talking to me. She's real bunny boiler like.
Aye.
But there was I can't believe I'm gonna say this on a podcast. I don't know why I'm inspired to. But you're talking about tingling.
Tingles.
Well, we were doing the nasty, and what I
we were boinking. Serving the pork.
We were mid-coitus. But no.
Tickling the kipper.
What I thought was like a tingly lube was in fact, I didn't know she was doing this, was toothpaste.
What, did it have 3 stripes on it by the end?
This is Mr. Soft at the end.
She just gargled your balls like mouthwash.
Maybe it's Listerine. No, it's Maybelline, isn't it?
Maybe it's Maybe he was born with it. Maybe it's Listerine.
But I wasn't aware because at the time you don't notice. It takes its time to sort of set in. But it was just she put it on my balls, and
the fuck, it's sticky. Your fucking sack could be attached to the inside of your leg for about 6
that was the
days.
least of my problems.
Are you sure it wasn't feet? She was like, "Here, we need to do something about these balls." After all, you did say you had smooth skin.
But oh Jesus Christ! Oh,
this is it. This is the beginning of the descent of Mick.
Actual lava. The pain I felt, I couldn't. That's
The thing is, it's the
why am I telling this?
Because it's fucking hilarious. Because you know,
because it's always you that has the embarrassing stories.
Oh, I don't get embarrassed about them. I want to tell my embarrassing stories. I want to tell.
We will have that. Absolutely.
I want to tell the story about me rubbing shit in my granddad's face. That story is a fucking classic. You know what I mean? But it'll take time. It takes about 20 minutes to get set the scene.
But yeah, so at the. You didn't notice the damage it had done until it was too late, and then apparently when it all cooled down,
apparently were you delirious?
Discovered the error of her ways. No, she fucking sabotaged me. I don't know. I forgot to put the. Basically, I'd done something annoying.
Please go back to talking about your foot. You're about 2 feet too high for me. Oh, stinker. We've all had minty things.
Basically, I forgot to put the bins there or something. She was in a bad mood with me, but she was a proper psycho.
Fuck me. Oh, thank God you emptied the dishwasher. You got a fucking nail in your chaps.
Jesus Christ. So there you go.
Should have nail polished your fucking belly end.
So every time sometimes when I brush my teeth in the morning,
I was gonna say, do you feel
flashbacks.
a breeze on your balls? Fucking
so support us on Patreon for more like this.
I'll tell you about one then. So I was in where was
Is this your grandest one?
No, not telling my grandest one. I'll tell you, it takes about 20 minutes. I want a section in this podcast called My Horrible Stories, and I'll just tell.
It took me at least 20 minutes to cool down after that.
Bucket of water up at the sink. Oh, here, actually, I'll tell you a really good one. It's like, do you brush your teeth and go, That's
why I could never smoke menthols.
Does my mouth taste of balls, or do my balls taste of mouth? Fucking, but here's a good one. I'll tell you something quickly. My mate I went to school with years ago. I'll not name him because he lives about the road. A nice fella. You met him at a wedding.
Oh, I know who it is. I
know
know
what
who it is.
So basically, we were good friends going up to school. I was telling them.
Is he the fella taught you how to kiss?
Yes. Yes, he was. He was.
Father Michael.
I'll never forget him. So this guy was talking to me, very, very good friends and all in school and all this here shit. And he'd always talk to me, and I was like, I remember having the conversation with him. Have you ever found the bean? You know the bean? You know, like when you're first like going out with wee girls, and you're about 16, 17. That's when you're real. Like proper explorative.
That's not what they're like these days.
No, well, I wouldn't know. Thank fuck. But so we're talking about. We always, it was always very risque conversation. He was like, "Here, started going out with this new girl and all, blah blah blah." And all this. I said talking to him every week. We'd be talking because we're sitting beside each other in the same class. And one day he comes in. He goes, "Fuck, it ever happened to me at the weekend?" I was like, "Right, well." So he goes, "Right, so cinema, fucking usual thing, like teenagers do." And he says, "Went back and her whole family were in the house, so they introduced me." And he was like, "Oh, dead on." He says he was wearing like new trousers or something like that, and he was a bit chafy all round. So he says, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom here," and went to the toilet, and he noticed just per chance that there was an old pack of baby wipes just sitting there. So he was like, "Thank fuck." So he grabbed the old baby wipes and give himself an old once round, fucking put it in the bin, realised they were like bleach, Domestos bleach wipes. And he says he started burning like almost instantly, and then he says he jumped up to the sink and he did. Do you ever see me, myself, and Irene, where Jim Carrey's spackling his arsehole with the water? He says he doing that, and the fucking wee girl's wee sister walks into the bathroom and he has his hole up to the sink going. Yeah, so thanks for the memory. That story is stuck with me. I think he's fucking. I think he's married that weekend. Not the wee sister. the original one.
Oh Jesus!
I'll always remember that. I thank you now for that wonderful moment in time that's frozen in my memory.
Fucking hell! Oh Jesus!
There we go.
Play the outro.
Let's see.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So yeah. So if you've just joined us, fuck's sake.
Oh Christ Almighty!
So that's probably is a good time to end. we've just went over the hour mark. Yeah. So 9th of December. Keep it in your diary. Don't keep it anywhere else. Just in your diary. We'll be doing the live stream from John Hewitt. It'll be on YouTube and on the old Facebooks. If you just join in live, you just can't give us shit and give us. We're going to be doing all sorts of music and all. Hopefully sort out over the next couple of weeks who we're going to get for guests and where we're going to do it and all that sort of shit. Like, that would be nice. And I think next week we're going to finally do our friends podcast.
Let's get it done.
Our friends one. So
it's the elephant in the room, like.
It is. It's the fucking most divisive one yet. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
He thought that 60-minute expose we did on abortion was going to be fucking hard. But I know it's just indeed.
That's some feedback about that one.
Oh, that's it, definitely. Fuck's sake. Yeah.
Will there be PowerPoint presentations? And
that's it. I know. I'll have my pointer out.
Bring your notepad. there will be a final exam.
Oh, yeah, that's it. There'll be one main question. But yeah, so check us all out and all, and we'll do this shit again. Right.
See if I'm alive by next Wednesday because of the things I've said in this podcast. If nobody kills me.
You'll be like a weasel at the end of fucking what do you call it? Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Rishi Sunak's gonna hunt me down.
The shit I say. He'll pay somebody to hunt them down, hunt you down. Fucking cunt, and then he'll jip them. He'll pay them. He'll say, "I'll pay you $100,000 to fucking do this," and then he'll only give them $80,000. Okay, so yeah, so we'll leave it there. That was good crack. Mexico way to wash himself.
Subscribe, 5 stars, donate, wash your balls.
Wash them regularly. Check under your foreskin. See, when you do that, because of the fisheye lens in this, your arms go. Whoa! Look at that.
And remember, Austin 316 said I just kicked your ass.
Bye bye, Undertaker.
He probably didn't, but I don't know what your family is.